The future used to be so clear when I was reliving the past. Once I caught up to the moment I had left, that ended. All I've had to go on since then are the plan and the visions. I knew Jack would come to me. I'd seen that, but I didn't know why exactly, or how it would end.
There he is. You were right.
My visions of the future aren't always clear, but they don't lie.
Speaking of lies, Joyce is saying he's discovered his brother's time machine.
We've spent 17 years looking for it, and he finds it in less than a day?
Does sound unlikely.
Still, we know it's out there somewhere, and we don't know what his brother managed to tell him.
If he really has located the machine, why would he come here and tell you? Smart Money says he's trying to play you.
Maybe, but the machine is out there. It's in our interest to find out where. And if Jack knows, I have to talk to him.
Dr. Joyce could have provided the answer to that question.
William's attitude and knowledge made him a liability.
Is that angry young man going to cooperate any more than his brother did? You remember Jack as a close friend, but that clouds your judgment. Don't make this personal.
It's not.
But don't forget why we're here tonight. After what happened, our people need reassurance that we're in control. You're the man who could win them over. Let me handle Joyce, so you can concentrate on your speech.
I know what's at stake here, Martin. The mansion was an extravagance, but it was useful for events like the gala, and it deflected attention from our nearby R&D facility. Dr. Sophia Amaral had taken over our Chronon research department after Dr. Kim's accident. She was the only one who could treat the Chronon syndrome.
From Sophia Amaral to Erica Cross. First we need to read
Mr. Joyce is waiting for us down below.
letter from Erica Cross to Sophia Amaral. Subject: what happened to Dr. Henry Kim? Sophia, I realize this may not be a welcome question, but I feel like I need to ask. I knew Henry Kim very well. He went to school with him, and he was actually my husband's best man for my first marriage. Unfortunately, when I moved down to Florida, we didn't manage to stay in touch. Let's just say that life took me into unexpected directions. It was a very welcome surprise to hear from him when he was recruiting new people, and I'm glad to say we hit it off again. We spoke on the phone a lot. He came over to meet my wife, and well, it was like old times. It could have been awkward, but it wasn't. Henry was like that.
Go.
Now, from Sophia Amaral to Erica Cross. Erica, first of all, my condolences and apologies. I didn't realize you had a story with Henry, and frankly, I would not have promoted you into this position had I known. If you would be more comfortable working on something else, I can make that happen, no questions asked. To be clear, I'm not talking about a demotion, I mean a comparable senior position in another department. You're correct in that it's a very sensitive topic, but given your current security clearance, I can tell you what I know. Unfortunately, I don't know much. For the past 6 months, I myself have been trying to work out what happened, but I haven't made much progress. I know Henry was working late in his lab, and there was some kind of a chronon particle surge. Of course, we know that exposure to larger quantities of chronon particles can result in physical changes. Paul Serene is an example of that. His first exposure resulted in his extraordinary abilities, and the second exposure caused his progressive condition. In Henry's case, that exposure transformed him into a chronon-disrupted wave function subject, or a shifter. It is of course clear that Mr. Serene's and Henry's conditions are essentially the same thing, even if Mr. Serene's case hadn't progressed as far. However, it's not at all clear how Henry would have been exposed to such a powerful dose of chronon particles, particularly as the lab area itself underwent none of the temporal changes we have come to associate with such an exceptional event. None of the containers on scene had remotely enough chronon particle capacity for such a high dose, and furthermore, all of them were intact and accounted for. In short, we don't know where these particles could possibly have come from. I'm not surprised that Martin Hatch was unwilling to discuss this. He was the only other person present in the lab when the accident took place, but I don't know why he was there or what happened, and he claims to have no memory of the events. Despite this, Martin somehow managed to contain Henry in the artificial zero-state field set up in the lab. I'm unwilling to speculate as to how this could possibly have happened, suffice to say that I have many questions about these events myself. Think about my offer, Erica. You're a first-rate scientist and I would hate to lose you, but I would absolutely understand if you wanted to change departments. Please give my best to your wife. It was lovely to meet her the other week. Sophia. Yo, bro. Welcome back to my stream. Let's get over to Jack, playing again as Paul Serene. I heard a strange noise. What's that?
What are these doing here? We should be set up by now.
It's all on schedule. You're micromanaging again.
Ooh.
Don't even twitch.
Can I go over there?
And here you are.
I had to see the lifestyles of the sick and traitorous up close and personal. And it was such a nice invitation.
How do you want to deal with this, Paul?
Choose whether you focus on your personal business or the mission.
I could still try to reach Jack and make him see reason. Or I could let Hatch deal with him so nothing would distract me from leading Monarch. I've been to the past. Tried to change things.
Answer me this question, Paul.
I once trusted Jack more than anybody. It was my only chance to make him understand the truth.
The fuck do you mean nobody got a look at the shooter?
Without me there to give the speech, my empire would start to crumble like a house of cards.
I believe that with hope comes miscalculation, and as you and I well know, Mr. Joyce, with miscalculation can often come catastrophe. And that leaves me with you, Mr. Joyce.
But my old friend would be a lost cause. Dead and buried, along with the rest of my past.
Tonight is a celebration in the face of darkness. Tonight we celebrate because I promise to you that we are prepared.
Monarch would grow stronger with my presence. The plan would go forward as intended.
Alright, let's choose right. Serene chooses to focus on leading Monarch rather than wasting time on Jack. Alright, let's do right.
We didn't come this far to get derailed now. You talk to him, find out what he knows. Then get rid of him.
You're all heart moneybags.
I know you want to make this all about you and me, Jack. But that's far away in the past now. And I have a speech to prepare for. I've seen where this leads. I've been to the end of time, and I've escaped it, all the way to 1999, when it all started. I've tried to change things, but by trying, I only made them happen in the first place.
You chose to have Serene focus on Monarch's mission.
Time is breaking down. Monarch has been preparing for it. There's this thing. It's called a lifeboat protocol, and it can save us, at least some of us.
You've been the face of Monarch for all these years, Martin. But let's get clear on something. This is still my ship.
You're not thinking clearly. You need your treatment.
You gonna go?
Me? Go to a party.
We can roll together if you want.
What do you want?
I want a statement.
Our group took things too far. Things got very violent. And that violence was because of Jack Joyce.
We just lost communication with Jack Joyce's transport. Find him.
Step away! Right now!
Liam, this isn't what it looks like. No. No! He's gone.
We need all points converged on Liam Burke. He's armed and dangerous.
Oh no, the game crashed. Damn it. Crappy crap. That wasn't anticipated at all. Yeah, I would Pepe point myself. In fact, I did it already. When the error message popped up. Alright. Hatch ended it, game over. People leave. No, you're not going anywhere.
Security was tight at the Monarch Gala. You took quite a risk walking into the Lion's Den.
If we were gonna kidnap Dr. Amaral, then we needed to do it from the inside.
Beth Wilder. You were quick to trust her.
We had common interests.
Is that all you had?
That's all we needed. Thanks for showing up.
Here, I thought this was gonna be a rescue.
Yeah, there's a story here.
You know a guy called Hatch?
Serene's right-hand man.
He was here. He gave me this big speech about how he wants to take down Paul.
I hope you said no.
I didn't trust him for a second. He set me loose anyways, told me to wait for an opening.
I just gave you one.
Appreciate it.
GG spoiler already. A cinematic skip.
What's it look like out there?
I think you're secure. Everyone's concentrating on the party. So far, your crazy plan's working.
And Dr. Amaral?
I don't have a fix on her. She's either at the party or at her office at the R&D facility here on the island.
Wait. We can restart the level, right? Let's do it. Let's do it again.
Previously on Quantum Break. Paul!
Stop! Come back, goddammit! Ah!
I think it's time you tell me what you know.
I know your brother built the one thing that could stop the fracture.
Second time machine. No.
What?
God damn it.
We can't fix the machine, but I might know somebody who can. Sophia Amaral.
The Monarch scientist.
She'll be at the Monarch Gala tonight, but security's airtight. She'll be nearly impossible to get to.
Unless I have an invite.
We didn't come this far to get derailed now. You talk to him, find out what he knows, then get rid of him.
Security was tight at the Monarch Gala. You took quite a risk walking into the lion's den.
If we were gonna kidnap Dr. Amaral, then we needed to do it from the inside.
I can't restart it. Damn it. Well, there is one thing to try. Yeah, then we YouTube it. The only way. Wait a minute, please. So, Quantum Break. Yeah. Cinematics. Chapter 3. You'll do it. Wait, I think I found it. Have you done it already? Give you the link. I need junction 1. Alright. Junction 1. Wait a minute. So, 3 junction. Alright, let's try that. Alright, now we should wait. Yeah. Let's do it.
The treatments, they're losing their effectiveness.
Fine.
No, I need to work on something new.
You should enjoy yourself tonight. You work too much as it is.
I've been running tests on the temporal anomalies. They're increasing in frequency and duration.
They'll dissipate, I've told you that.
You need to consider that maybe what you have seen is wrong.
It's not wrong. I need to prepare for my speech. Sophia, you shouldn't worry so much.
You haven't touched your drink.
I'm not really into drinking a lot, I guess. Oh. Rough day?
Yeah.
Yeah. Same here.
Like what?
I have things happen in my day. I do.
Uh-huh.
I had to deal with some internal affairs.
Internal affairs? Oh, you're just gonna leave me hanging?
Well, yeah, it's internal.
Charlie.
Okay.
Okay.
I helped catch a traitor today.
Traitor? Was that what all that commotion was about?
Yep. That was me.
Who was it?
I mean,
Who was it?
Who was it?
Yeah.
I can't,
What?
I am not at liberty to discuss this.
Well, you just brought it up. It's like, well, Monarch drama.
Yeah.
What?
Well, I guess I'm just gonna have to leave you hanging on that one. For real. This time.
Oh, I just thought maybe you'd want to share it with me. But I don't know. All right, I'm gonna use the restroom, so I'll leave you hanging here. For real.
Okay.
Go mingle. Yeah. Drink a little.
Okay. All right. Thanks.
Thanks for the gun.
Dr. Ramiro?
Martin, I need your help. He listens to you. Paul.
Is that so?
I think we're in trouble, and he doesn't see it. He refuses to.
I can't imagine why.
I know you and I haven't always seen eye to eye, but I know you care about Monarch. You care about what happens. And if we are reaching zero state, something has to be done.
And what is it we could do?
You know what we could do.
Truth is, Sophia, it's not really a matter of whether or not Paul will listen to me. It's that I won't listen to you. I find your approach to matters rather counterproductive. Filling Paul's head with your constant alarmism, distracting him with petty doomsday scenarios. I mean, if I'm being honest, I rue the day he gave you a modicum of function in this company. Because you said, I care about Monarch.
What is it that you're so threatened by, Martin?
I look threatened to you?
What's going on?
It's nothing. We were just having a little chat. You should prepare for your speech. Enjoy the evening, Doctor.
Hey, you're Crocker, right? Hey, Crocker! Crocker! I really need to take a shit. Fuck, come on, Crocker. Crocker! Crocker! Come on, Crocker!
Oh my god.
Over there.
Where?
The woman with the necklace. My money is on that.
It's a pretty good choice,
Yeah.
but I'm gonna have to go with Ryan Gosling down there talking with George Clooney. Wearing his nice cufflinks, chatting about stocks.
Yeah.
Wow.
She's going for it. Bam. Told
Oh. Why am I losing
You owe me a
so
sword.
bad? I don't think I can
Drink.
I don't think I
No,
can.
rules are rules.
Rules are rules.
Rules are fucking rules. You owe me another sword.
All right.
Okay.
I'm doing it. Oh, I actually hate olives.
You can do it, my man.
Thanks for the encouragement.
Nicely done.
Thank you. I just wish I wasn't losing so bad.
Do you want to go for a walk?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, lady.
Taking the sword.
I'm taking mine too.
Crocker. Hey, buddy. Crocker! Burke! Crocker! Hey, buddy. Hey.
Burke,
Listen,
if I have to come in there, you're gonna fucking regret it.
listen, this is just a big misfucking understanding. I'm gonna be out tomorrow. I will put in a good word for you. I will help you climb this ladder. All I'm asking is please let me take a fucking shit.
Go to the back wall.
Fuck, thank you, man. Thank you so much. Oh, man. Thank you.
Shut up. Back up slowly.
Yeah.
So you don't mind that we left, do you?
I mean, I wasn't really excited about going in the first place.
Okay, why'd you go?
I think because somebody twisted my arm.
What the fuck is that?
Kind of looks like a dinosaur wearing a helmet.
Yeah, that's exactly what it looks like.
Hey, where are we? Are we even allowed to be out here?
Yeah, I'm sure.
Okay. All right.
So what would you have been doing tonight if we didn't go?
What, if I hadn't gone to the party with you?
Yeah.
Well, I would have canceled all my other really important plans.
Ah.
And I would have gone back to work.
I think maybe you work a little too much.
guess. But well, no, I mean, it doesn't feel like work. You know, I like being wired in.
Yeah.
Makes me feel connected. You work all the time. In fact, you're there most of the time I'm there. So, do you think you work too much?
Maybe. I don't know. Yeah, nah. I guess, yeah. Love work.
Hold it right there!
Shit!
You little fuck! Hey, well, all you had to do was let me in that perimeter lab. You turned on Monarch. What was I supposed to do? You have no idea what's going on, do you? I need to get in that lab. There's something in there that I need.
The lifeboat protocol. You work with Beth Wilder. I've seen you before.
You know her?
Which is the reason I'm here.
Is that gun still necessary?
Yeah. Come on, hurry up.
You're a very kind person.
It's right up here.
Oh, right. I got it, guys. I got it. I guess you guys can't do this. It's a special talent I have. Glad it's so celebrated. You're welcome.
Is this it?
What is that? What the fuck is that?
Grown undisrupted life form. Extremely hostile. Only ever heard of him.
Life form.
It's Dr. Kim.
Do you know who I am? Martin Hatch, Paul's other half.
What the hell's that supposed to mean?
I see the Monarch's well-being. Oftentimes, the matters Paul may find, well, arbitrary.
So you're his assistant?
A little more complex than that.
It doesn't sound like it.
Now, I can sit here and offer you my condolences for your brother, and, well, you can tell me to fuck off. I could tell you Paul doesn't want you to suffer the same fate, and you could tell me to fuck off. Or I could point out that there's a difference between Paul and myself. You see, Paul, he still has such hope for the world, whereas I lean towards a more realistic approach. Trouble is, I believe that with hope comes miscalculation, and as you and I are well aware, Mr. Joyce, with miscalculation can often come catastrophe. Paul's a very dangerous man, practically a zealot, and things will only get worse if he continues unchecked. And that leaves me with you, Mr. Joyce. Maybe you and I can find some common ground.
Who was he?
He was my mentor from college and then here to Monarch. I was in a bad place and he kind of turned me around.
Got it. Sort of. I mean, it's a ghost file. It's remnant of mass deletion. Somebody was here. We got Cronin Field Regulator.
Wait, hold on. Holy shit, this is Dr. Amaril's report.
What is it?
The stutters, they're increasing in frequency.
What's a stutter?
The more frequent the stutters, the more indicative of a fracture.
Okay, and what's a fracture?
Of time. Zero state, it stops, and it doesn't start back up.
And the lifeboat protocol could save us.
I have no idea. But the Cronin Field Regulator, it is the core of Monarch's time tech. Everything is based upon it. And it has something to do with the lifeboat.
We have to go.
Wait.
No. This way! Trevor! No, don't! You'll end up like her.
Fiona!
The lab is stutter-proof. Stay here.
Stutter, where are you going?
There are Cronin harnesses up here. We need them.
Alright, so that was epic. Wait, what the fuck? It doesn't catch the game. Crap. Finally, it managed to capture the game. Holy shit, how this piece of software is slow. Yeah.
Security was tight at the Monarch Gala. You took quite a risk walking into the Lion's Den.
If we were gonna kidnap Dr. Amaral, then we needed to do it from the inside.
Beth Wilder. You were quick to trust her.
We had common interests.
Is that all you had?
That's all we needed. Thanks for showing up.
Here, I thought this was gonna be a rescue. Yeah, there's a story here.
You know a guy called Hatch?
Serene's right-hand man.
He was here. He gave me this big speech about how he wants to take down Paul.
I hope you said no.
I didn't trust him for a second. He set me loose anyways, told me to wait for an opening.
I just gave you one.
Appreciate it. What's it look like out there?
I think you're secure. Everyone's concentrating on the party. So far, your crazy plan's working.
And Dr. Amaral?
I don't have a fix on her. She's either at the party or at her office at the R&D facility here on the island. I'll scout out the party.
So you're gonna sip champagne while I break into a high-security installation. It's like you got this all figured out.
I'll save you a cocktail, Weenie.
Oh, well, in that case...
My cover isn't gonna survive the night, but it'll last a little longer, so you can't walk out the front door with me. This is the quickest way to the R&D facility. I disabled the security at the back door, but there'll be guards. Contact me when you're clear. And Jack, you know what's at stake here. This can't be about revenge.
I'm not here for Paul.
Hey, can we talk now? Alright. Wait. Anything here? Nothing.
Good luck.
Thanks.
Hey! He's escaping!
will hurt in the morning.
My powers were growing. I was learning to control them better. That felt good.
Oh.
Who the hell designs these doors? Okay, I'm gonna have to move faster to get through.
Hey. I hope it won't lag that much.
Very sci-fi and very Monarch. Something tells me it wasn't commissioned by them, though. Hey, Beth, I'm clear. What's next?
You'll see a radar tower up ahead soon. Let me know when you get inside.
All right.
Hey, shit!
Oh, you could have warned me about that one, Beth. Okay, how am I getting to that radar tower?
Parkouring, of course. How else? Oh.
Up you go.
Hey, it was just our people there. We can spin it however we want. Call it an accident. Or pin it on Joyce.
Yeah, he might as well take the blame for the mess he made.
HQ, we have
What? Oh, nice headshot. Through the dark.
Time felt broken here.
Gull Island sign, Riverport Coastal Defenses. The coastal defense installation of Riverport was commissioned on August 2,
The whole cannon
1940,
felt unstuck in time.
and completed in September 1942 as America faced the realities of World War II. In addition to the fortifications and artillery, it also boasted an extensive tunnel system that linked Gull Island into the mainland, enabled free movement of personnel and material even under siege conditions. It was built in preparation for an attack on the United States that unfortunately never came. Unfortunately. The original plan also called for the construction of a large naval base in Riverport to support the US Navy in the Atlantic, taking advantage of the local shipbuilding industry. But as the United States entered World War II
Monarch had
after
dismantled the old cannon.
But as the United States entered World War II after Pearl Harbor, a change in resourcing priorities led to those plans being scrapped. This installation was in active use throughout the war, and the underground facilities continued to be used as a base for Navy intelligence work once World War II ended. The installation was decommissioned in 1961. It looks like there's something out here. I just left off. Somewhere around here.
The timeline of the old cannon felt loose. I could shift it around.
Smart place to aim the cannon, guys. Okay, quicker next time.
Nice. HQ, we have streamer PC stutters.
Monarch projections say these stutters are getting more frequent. If one hits while we're grabbing Dr. Amaral...
You'll be frozen. Yeah, I know. It's a risk.
Monarch specialist troopers have the stutterproof gear. I bet Dr. Amaral would have that in her office too.
I'll keep an eye out. See if I can grab it for you. All right.
Can't believe that Joyce guy just gave himself up like that. That's crazy. Yeah, well, he's locked up tight now. I hope they put two in the back of his head. Is it true he's got some kind of powers? Without the gear? Yeah, it's true. That freeze dangerous motherfucker. I heard Hatch made him personalized. Yeah. It seemed like he would have the balls to sit down with someone like
is stuttering badly.
I've disabled security and unlocked the gates leading to the tower. Let me know when you get there.
Thanks, Beth. Need to get to the radar tower.
It's not about PC, it's how this software
Okay. Next stop, the radar tower.
how this freaking
Great, another one.
software takes up all my resources.
Beth? I'm at the radar tower. Where's the lab?
Below your feet. It's all top secret. The elevator inside will take you down.
Oh, seriously? What is this, a Bond villain lair?
You have no idea. Just don't fall into the shark tank.
Fuck.
Hello, Riverport. This is Teresa Sedmak. Happy to spend this fine evening with you good folks. We're gonna have a good time, but if you're keeping an eye on the in crowd, you know we're not gonna be the only ones. A very exciting, very exclusive Monarch Gala is tonight at their beautiful mansion on Gull Island. Of course, the event's invite only, and when they say exclusive, they really mean it. Word is even confirmed A-listers have had a lot of trouble securing an invitation. Predictably, rumors are already circulating. Some people are saying that this is not just a party, that there might be an important announcement about Monarch's future coming up. Lots of people are anxious to get in on the ground floor on whatever the new thing, if there is one, might be. It's no secret that when Monarch Solutions makes a move, it pays off. Well, I suppose we'll just have to wait and see. You'll hear about it as soon as I do, listeners. In the meantime, those of us with a view of the river will be able to enjoy the fireworks show, which is bound to be spectacular.
Alright, let's see what we can upgrade here. Time Rush. Increased focus, triggered by aiming with mouth 4 immediately after using Time Rush will last longer. Multi-takedown. Takedowns pressing 1 while near an enemy during Time Rush will drain less chronon energy. Increased blast radius. Increased power. Time Shield lasts longer and has a larger radius. Focus time, triggered by aiming with 4 immediately after using Time Dodge, will last longer. Even longer. Up to 3 times in a row. Increased strength. More bullets to be stacked on it before it collapses. Size, up to 3. Active pulse. Is remain. Alright, functional range of time vision increases. Yeah, let's use it for Time Shield. Yeah, let's do this. We have 6 more points. Nice. Oh, we can play it. Might have some... yeah. Monarch Solutions. Untouched with finding Jack's missing transport, Lindbergh starts to discover the truth behind Monarch's long-term plans. Yeah, we've missed that one. Hey, let's try and watch it. Right? Right. Are you sure to watch the Quantum Break live action show? Doing so will quit the game experience. Also, might also crash the game. Alright, let's do this. Please don't crash. It's crashed. Crap. Nah. I only hope that it will stop the PC stutters, as you called it. Remember that you can upgrade your powers in the upgrade menu. Yeah. I got like 6 points and don't know where to spend them. Can we turn it in for cash? As if Jack needs cash right now.
Beth? I'm at the radar tower. Where's the lab?
Below your feet. It's all top secret. The elevator inside will take you down.
Whoa, seriously? What is this, a Bond villain lair?
You have no idea. Just don't fall into the shark tank.
Fuck.
No, we're not going there right now. We're going for yet another point. Yet points. Come on, focus.
For me personally, this marks the end of a 17-year journey, and today we emerge from the shadows. We do so accepting great responsibility. I present to you the CFR, the Chronon Field Regulator. This device has been at the heart of our Chronon research since 2010, but I am here to assure you that it is so much more than just that. This device will be our salvation, and as promised, it is ready. To some of you, this means nothing. To others, everything. Rest assured, you will all know when the time is right. We are entering a volatile age. Great danger is coming our way. It cannot be prevented, but we can be protected. And so tonight is a celebration. A celebration in the face of darkness. We celebrate, but for some of you, this means nothing. For others, everything. Rest assured, you will all know when the time is right. We are entering a volatile age. Great danger is coming our way. It cannot
Speech
be
is streaming.
prevented.
Let's
but
give
we
Monarch
can
the audience they
protect it.
deserve.
And so tonight is a celebration in face of darkness. Tonight we celebrate because I promise to you that we are prepared. We are prepared for what comes next. We are prepared to do what is necessary. We are prepared to survive. Thank you.
Beth, I'm about to take the elevator. I see Paul's still fond of his own voice.
Yeah, he's talking about his survival plan. Crowd's eating it up.
What a nice music here.
Jack, the local security network just lit up. They know you're there.
No shit!
Jesus. Dr. Amaril's office. Looks like that's one level up.
Okay. Wait, I think I saw something, but it might not be true. It's not true. Of course.
That doesn't look right. What the hell is this? What is that? It's like I'm being drained.
Chronon dampeners take away your time power. Disable them or leave their area of effect to regain your powers.
Getting more frequent.
sure this can't be traced back to us?
Impossible. I've adjusted the flight controls so the drone will crash into the villa on your order.
Good. Very good. I'll make sure that Sophia's in position when the time is right. Wait for my call.
It was some kind of surveillance drone. Knowing that Monarch had eyes in the sky made me a little uneasy.
Yeah, that's the place we're supposed to go. Is there any way to get in there? I hope it is. Well, inside this dampener, I mean. Then we should proceed to the other way. Whoa, it's lots of stuff to read. Alright. From Paul Serene to lifeboat maintenance, the lifeboat protocol. Greetings, lifeboat personnel. The day has finally come to commence phase 3 of our plan. Tonight I will be hosting a gala to celebrate this monumental achievement to which you are all invited. By now you have likely heard of the events that took place earlier today at Riverport University. Our path forward has not been imparted by this minor setback. We are ready for what comes next. Your part in this journey has not yet begun, but the onset of the fractures will bring with it new challenges that are worth reiterating. I am not able to go over many of these issues in detail at tonight's gala because my many guests will not have knowledge of the lifeboat protocol. As such, I am including a high-level document outlining key points worth addressing. The path forward, our journey ahead, lifeboat protocol, status of the survival program, shifters, dangers awaiting us at the end of time, R&D tour, our future at work. 1. The path forward. When you were first chosen for the lifeboat protocol, you were sent a package illustrating in great detail several events that would come to pass. It was stressed that these events were unavoidable. Many of you were reluctant to believe this, but every single one of these events has since occurred, including, to our great regret, the onset of the fracture. This provides empirical evidence of my knowledge and understanding of the future, and I trust it has dispelled your doubts. No future event that I have experienced can ever be prevented. This includes the end of time. It cannot be avoided. However, it can be survived. Survival in the end of time has been the primary mission of Monarch Solutions since its inception. Your loyalty to this cause will prove invaluable as we move forward, and I know this isn't easy, but in the face of immutable facts, sacrifices must be made in the name of our survival. From this point forward, we will have to start making those sacrifices at a rapid pace. While we do know the exact date and time at which the complete end of time will occur, our knowledge about the escalation in stutters and time anomalies leading to it is far less complete. We do, however, know that it will be dangerous. For the first time in 17 years, we are entering a phase of the relative unknown. Adjustments will need to be made along the way, both in response to the effects of the fracture's progress and to the less cosmic events that we will find ourselves in. We ask for your patience in this trying time. Lifeboat protocol. You are the chosen few who will survive the end of time. When time stops, your journey will continue in the safety of the lifeboat. The Chronon particle harvesting operation is nearing completion. The lifeboat has been confirmed to be able to run solely on that Chronon power, as regulated by the Chronon field regulator. Current data indicates that the lifeboat will remain sustainable for approximately 50 years. Subjective years, of course, as no time at all will pass outside the lifeboat. Given the preliminary research we have achieved using the CFR, we estimate that it will take at least 2 subjective decades for the lifeboat team to discover a permanent solution for the end of time. Given the nature of the problem, this is of course highly speculative, and the solution could prove to be more elusive than we were hoping. However, by the time the lifeboat protocol is activated, we are confident that we will be able to increase our Chronon particle reserves and their sustainability to a point where we have a runtime of upwards of 200 subjective years. Or to put it another way, if there is a solution to the end of time, I'm 100% confident that the lifeboat team will have the necessary time to discover it. Shifters. We briefed you all on the dangers of Chronon disrupted wave function subjects, or what we now being referred to as shifters. We estimate that they will begin to emerge within stutters only as the end of time nears. The lifeboat has been tested, and we can say with absolute certainty that the stutter-proof technology will protect the lifeboat from shifters. Using a living sample in Dr. Kim's lab, we have proven that shifters cannot manifest without the presence of a stutter. We will make sure that you are transported to the safety of the lifeboat before they arrive. Floor 3 of the lifeboat has been built to house the Monarch Solutions Striker and Juggernaut squads, a paramilitary unit trained to combat shifters at the end of time. Their presence will likely not concern you. However, in the end, the travel outside the safety of the lifeboat proves to be necessary for any reason. The Striker teams will have been trained to navigate the end of time and successfully eliminate shifters. R&D tour. Tonight we will be sending your VIP passes for the gala, which will permit entry into our high-security R&D facility on Gull Island. Many of you are, of course, already intimately familiar with these areas, given your technical and scientific expertise, but those who aren't will undoubtedly find it interesting. You are welcome to join a tour to view the various pieces of tech that Monarch has developed during Phase 2 to prepare for our journey forward. We welcome you to take this opportunity to see for yourself that every development necessary for the lifeboat protocol is completely on schedule. Your dedication to our cause will assure our survival. Dark times are coming, but you are the light at the end of the tunnel. Your humanity's salvation and hope. Together we will survive. Paul Serene.
The device drained my powers.
We refer to it as a Chronon dampener.
Wait, how do I get there? I need that another piece of Chronon particle. Right, I can see the door open there. Right, let's go there.
Serene ordered Hatch to kill me because he didn't want to put his plan at risk. But seeing the scale of that facility, I started realizing just how deep that plan went. It made me wonder. Time was ending. What was it all for?
Okay, I gotta get to Dr. Amaril's office.
The alarm would trigger as soon as the stutter broke. I was on borrowed time.
Dr. Amaril's office. Looks like that's one level up.
Right, there are lots of terminals on the other side. Wait, wait.
What the fuck is that thing? No, 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 no!
Alright, everything goes. It's heavily armed. Shit. His legs as well.
The device drained my powers.
We refer to it as a chronon dampener.
Serene ordered Hatch to kill me because he didn't want to put his plan at risk. But seeing the scale of that facility, I started realizing just how deep that plan went. It made me wonder. Time was ending. What was it all for? The alarm would trigger as soon as the stutter broke. I was on borrowed time.
Oh, I didn't miss anything. Oh, I can't pick it up since it's already picked. Shit.
Fuck me. That was hardcore. Which way is Amron's office? Oh, hello. Might be able to get out from here. Guessing this isn't the usual employee route.
What's over there?
I knew that Monarch had technology to let their soldiers move in stutters, but this was bigger than that. Somehow, time flowed normally in that area. Suddenly, Monarch's lack of concern about time stopping made a hell of a lot more sense.
Dr. Amaril's office must be close. No alarms. Looks like nobody here knows about the mess I made on the way in. Nice job, Beth.
October 9th, 2016, from Martin Hatch to Clarice Ogava must move forward. I've aided in Jack Joyce's escape from his cell. He's here to kidnap Dr. Sophia Emerald. This presents the perfect opportunity to move forward with our agenda. Tonight we send Monarch into a state of chaos. Tonight we ensure Paul Serene's downfall. When Paul hears about Jack's escape, he will order Sophia Emerald to be locked away in the villa for protection. As Jack nears her location, have Stetson sabotage the drone surveillance so that his movements will remain undetected. Assist Joyce's mission in any covert manner possible. Sophia is Paul's only resource capable of developing the treatment he needs. With her out of the picture, we only need to destroy his remaining treatments to render Paul helpless and his sickness grows. All of his treatments are kept in Dr. Kim's lab. I will regain access to the area and ensure that the entire lab is destroyed. I predict that Paul's sickness will take hold within 6 hours of these events, spurred by the increasingly frequent stutters. Only then we will make our final move. To Beth Wilder from Fiona Miller, October 9th, 2016. Joyce in custody? I got word that Jack Joyce is in Monarch custody. Walked right into the mansion on Gull Island and gave himself up. What the hell are you two up to? If you want my help from the inside, then I need to know what's going on. Fiona. Our plans might actually overlap for once. I'm going to attempt to access Dr. Kim's lab tonight during the gala to find out if he knew about the countermeasure. I still think that's our strongest lead. However, if I get inside, I should be able to shut down some of the security measures from inside. The problem is that getting inside the lab might prove to be a long shot. Couldn't get a hold of Emerald's key card, so I've resorted to shameless flirting in order to find a means in. I'm going to the gala as Charlie Wincott's date in hopes that he can get me inside. Let's see if I can hold him back from punching out the douche for that long. Consider this a test of restraint. I know that you think Jack is the key to obtaining the countermeasure, but the evidence is really stacking up that Dr. Kim knew something about the device. All of the research he did in that lab is classified. They're hiding something big in there. I'll let you know what I find. I'd warn you that your plan on the island sounds reckless, but I'm sure you're fully aware. Keep in mind that the minute Dr. Emerald goes missing, the entirety of Monarch is going to be hunting you down. She's the only thing keeping Serena alive. He won't let her go without a fight. Keep safe. Hey, can I come down? Yeah, let's go down. I mean downstairs. Gull Island Monarch notice board. Today's Friday social. Do not use the radar tower entrance as a smoking area. Chronon text wanted. Please return all used cups to the kitchen. Return your cups so nobody has to die. From Sophia Emerald to Monarch team leads, the time machine. Hello, I have just been informed that the time machine core we obtained from the university has reached Monarch HQ safely and is currently being installed in the new time machine corridor system we have constructed there. As you know, the core of the time machine is the time machine. The corridor around it is merely the user interface. This means, of course, that once the installation work is complete, we have effectively moved the time machine from the university into the Monarch HQ. That said, we don't intend to use it. Let me repeat that. There are no current plans to use the machine. We're not sure how safe it would be to use, given that its initial activation has caused the fracture. I personally believe that now that the core has been activated, further use would be safe, but make no mistake, this is a hypothesis, not a proven fact. We know that the machine taps into the universal Mayor Joyce field, and somehow that connection has caused the fracture in the field, apparently because of a misconfiguration. We are looking into the specifics, but until we know for sure, it would be irresponsible to use the machine. However, having it in place gives us a degree of control. It allows us in an emergency to travel backwards, although we obviously can go no further than to the time of its activation last night, or forwards as might be required. Obviously, being fully secured at our building's restricted area on the top floor also means that nobody else can use the machine. I have to reiterate that the only person who may authorize the use of the time machine is Paul Serene. I do not have that authority. Martin Hedge does not have that authority. The only person who does is Mr. Serene. He takes this issue very seriously, and I strongly suggest that you do the same. Dr. Sophia Emerald, Head of Research. Check out Burke's contracts. Who's he working with? Brenner's mug. From Charlie Wincott to Fiona Miller, October 9th, 2016, 10:12 AM. What's up, girl? So I had a dream about you last night. It wasn't anything bad, don't worry, but it was pretty fucking weird. Let's just say that if you have a second mouth hidden under your arm that keeps on insisting that international stock market is being controlled by the Pittsburgh Steelers, this would be a real good time to tell me. I mean, I don't usually have premonitions or anything, I don't believe in that crap, but just the same, I'd hate for that one to turn out to be true. Oh, and also that mouth eats nothing but sausages, real chompy chomp style, so you know there's probably nothing Freudian happening there. Just wanted you to know. What are you up to, Charlie? Well, as far as the university thing goes, I can't really talk about that. I mean, yeah, obviously I know I'm like the first person they talk to about something like that, but it's classified. I sure as hell wouldn't put that down in an email, so maybe you should just come down and talk to me. You know, if I was free to talk about it, which I'm obviously not. Bring food. Seriously, I can't talk about it. I don't even want to know how you know about it, but you should still bring me food. Not sausages, don't make this weird, Charlie.
It was technology that allowed people to move inside a stutter.
But too heavy to carry, I assume.
That's why I had to find the lighter model in Emerald's office. I knew I couldn't leave the offices before locating Dr. Amaral. Guns made to operate in a stutter. Paul had clear priorities. When time ends, guns don't.
Whoa, we found all the chrono sources. Nice. Yeah. So finally we've got all the intel. So let's get inside the Dr. Emerald's office. Come here, guy. Oh, not all of it. You see. From Martin Hedge to Monarch team leads, the purpose of the gala. Greetings, it has been brought to my attention that there is some confusion as to the reason for the upcoming evening gala on Gull Island. I understand that some feel that such a celebration is frivolous, even misguided, in the aftermath of last night's events as Riverport University and the now present steadily advancing fracture in time. These concerns are understandable, but they are missing the bigger picture. Monarch Solutions is now entering a phase in which its true purpose will be fulfilled. We have finally arrived at the moment for which we have spent years preparing. The purpose of this event is twofold. First of all, for those selected to be a part of the lifeboat project as scientists, technicians, support personnel, or in some other role, it will be important to see and hear Paul Serene. Continued confidence in the survival program is vital for the continued survival of Monarch and ultimately the human race itself. This is particularly important given recent events. We need to present a desirable and reassuring counterpoint to the sacrifices we've had to make. Naturally, not everybody at the party will be among the chosen few, so a certain degree of informational hygiene will be required. I trust you will ensure that those reporting to you are informed precisely to the degree necessary. Secondly, for all of our autonomy and vast resources, Monarch is not functionally independent from the rest of society. In order for our plans to succeed, we will need to support and cooperation of the authorities and numerous business partners, even though they don't know our true goals. A demonstration of power and confidence, as well as certain judicious investments of currency and influence, will go a long way towards securing that support. Our PR blitz has been working well, but in order to maintain momentum, we must maintain an amicable relationship with Riverport's leadership. Our entire approach is based on the idea of Monarch stepping in to assist the authorities and being welcomed by citizens and city administration alike. Should the latter suddenly declare Monarch's help unwanted or unsanctioned, our entire strategy could collapse in just a few hours. That would be disastrous to our plans. In conclusion, this is a tremendously important event for the future of Monarch Solutions and for the future itself. If there are any questions, please don't hesitate to contact me. Martin Hedge.
That's Admiral's office.
The Admiral had tried to warn Paul. The end of time was approaching quickly. Less than 24 hours away.
Mr. Serene believed it would take years to run its course. Admittedly, he was wrong.
To Sophia Emerald from Paul Serene. February 24th, 2013, 6:35 AM, Dream Journal 1. Sophia, as promised in our latest session, I am now going to transcribe what I recall from my dreams. I still have doubts that this exercise will help alleviate my symptoms, but I'm willing to explore the idea further if you truly believe in its merit. For someone who is not a medical doctor, let alone a mental health professional, you seem to take a great interest in my thoughts. Not that I don't appreciate it. Here's my first attempt. I recall a haunting image of 7 red doors. Each door had a wrought iron handle that was dripping liquid metal onto the ground, creating a pool in the middle of the room. I looked down into the aqueous metallic glow at my feet to see my own glimmering reflection, revealing that I had aged half a lifetime. Startled, I looked back up to discover that only one door remained. Jack Joyce stood in front of it. The heat in the room was overwhelming. Jack was sweating profusely, his skin red and peeling open. He begged me to take him back home, but there was no door leading home. I opened the only door left and entered, discovering that we were back in the same room we had just exited. He refused to come to terms with this and opened the door again. I followed him over and over as he desperately opened the doors, forever leading us back to where we started. The heat grew and he howled in pain, begging to know why I made the other doors disappear, but there was only one path. He begged me to bring the other doors back, he begged me to take him home. The iron pool burst into flames. Jack screamed in agony. I grabbed him, told him that we needed to learn to endure the heat, to embrace the flame. I knew it would come to pass eventually, but the only way to survive it was to accept its inevitability. My body began swaying rapidly, dancing to the movements of the flames around me until my bones faded out of existence and I surrendered to the fire until we were one and the same. I was no longer one being in one place and time. My life force spread evenly across the flames until I was no longer an individual in one body, but a grander shifting entity. I could feel Jack being consumed within my essence. I felt a power within the heat, a clarity of intent. I forgot about my desire to ever return from the flames, because the body that once desired to return was lost forever. I became the very thing that I entered, and it became me, a cyclical fury chasing itself, Ouroboros. I woke up in a cold sweat. I quickly wrote down words that poisoned my mind in that moment. Delmore Schwartz was right. Time is the fire. From Sophia Emerald to Paul Serene. With Jack Joyce in our custody, I thought it relevant to forward you a message you sent me years ago. Do not underestimate the significance he holds in your life. I understand your concern that he is reluctant to accept the inevitability of what is coming. However, when he sees the whole picture, he'll have no choice but to believe. We all had our doubts once. He showed us the light. Give him time. Document projected fracture progression. We looked at the preliminary data on the frequency and severity of the stutters and crunched the numbers, and the results are alarming. Our original projection, which gave us years until the fracture reached the point where time breaks down completely, does not match up with the progression of stutters we are experiencing. Put simply, the stutters are happening more and more frequently, clearly indicating that the Meyer-Joyce field is breaking down much faster than we thought. Taking the rate of acceleration, we can hypothesize that we might have as little as 24 hours until we reach the end of time, or the point at which time stops and no longer starts up again. We do not know why the original projection was wrong, and why that idea, which we do consider reliable, coming as it does from Mr. Serene, seems to entirely contradict our current findings. Regardless, the main issue seems clear. In order to achieve Monarch Solutions' stated goals, the lifeboat protocol should be activated ASAP.
That there looks like what Beth wanted. Oh shit. Emerald's at the party. Stutter won't last. I better find a way out of here and get to the party.
Presentation: Chrono Disrupted Wave Function Subjects aka Shifters. Slide 1. Much of what we know about the shifters is theoretical, based on observations made by Mr. Serene and the limited experimentation we have been able to conduct on the only subject we have managed to capture. They do not seem to have a stable physical presence. Rather, the data we are gathering appears to be fragmented and contradictory, as if there were countless versions of the subject occupying the same space. Our current theory is that they somehow exist in the persistent state of quantum superposition, or to put it in another way, with reference to the famous Schrödinger cat's thought experiment, the cat is both alive and dead at the same time. The full mechanics and implications of this exceed our current understanding, but on a practical level, it seems to make them highly resistant to injury. It appears that even if the shifter encounters deadly force, it may kill one of its aspects, but because it exists as multiple iterations of itself, including iterations that were not killed by the force, it doesn't stop. Current theory suggests that the only way to stop a shifter is to cause its wave function to collapse from the superposition to a single eigenstate. In practical terms, the shifter must be affected with deadly force enough times for it to run out of healthy versions of itself. As such, direct confrontation with the shifter should be a last resort. Slide 2. Contact with the shifter is extremely dangerous. We know that they are essentially mobile repositories of vast amounts of chronon particles, and that they can only exist in a zero state, an area which has been depleted of chronon particles, typically by a fault in the Meyer-Joyce field that encompasses the universe. Colloquially, we refer to these as shutters, the stutters in the time. We also know that shifters are hostile to any source of chronon particles other than themselves within stutters, so any chronon active individual with a stutter may find themselves targeted by shifters. It appears that movement in stutters, by which we mean the very movement of particles within the space in which time flows, not merely the movement of an individual, disturbs them and they respond with considerable aggression. As discussed previously, shifters are extremely resistant to damage. They are also quite physically formidable, but their biggest threat is the distortion field around them. Its exact nature is unknown, but we know it warps the properties of the space surrounding them, exerting great physical stress and unpredictable forces on its surroundings. Again, in practical terms, close proximity to a shifter may be fatal even if no actual physical contact takes place. Slide 3. The stutter-proofing technology Monarch Solutions has advanced offers solid protection against shifters. Time flows normally within a stutter-proofed area, so shifters simply cannot exist within them. Therefore, as long as stutter-proofing remains active, shifters are not a problem. However, stutter-proofing of large outside areas is not feasible, given our chronon particle budget, so we have developed other technology to defend against shifters, the chronon dampeners. A chronon dampener works by annihilating free-floating chronon particles within a specified area. As shifters' forms are hypersaturated with chronon particles, they cannot enter an area in which a chronon dampener is active without their wave function collapsing. Therefore, our operatives in the field have a solid portable defense against shifters. Our own technology is shielded against the dampener's effects, so activities in stutters undertaken by our strikers and other operatives are not hindered. However, as an unfortunate side effect, the dampeners have a crippling effect on individuals who are chronon active without the aid of technology. Accordingly, should Mr. Serene be present, you should always make him aware of your intentions before activating a dampener. You may rest assured that the dampener is not powerful enough to do actual physical harm to Mr. Serene, whose system constantly produces new chronon particles to replace the ones that are lost. But as the dampener's effects are unpleasant and enervating, such an encounter is likely to lead to an awkward conversation about future career prospects. Document CFR briefing by Dr. Sophia Emerald. It's no exaggeration to say that the chronon field regulator, or the CFR, is at the heart of all of Monarch's technological advances. It has taken on a somewhat mythical quality, given its origins and the vital role it plays in the Lifeboat project, but in actuality the CFR's applications are very practical. That's not to say the CFR hasn't had a course-altering impact on the work Monarch Solution does. It's been hugely influential in the development of both the stutter-proofing technology that allows us to shield large areas from the effects of a zero state, enabling time to keep flowing within them even as it stops everywhere else, as well as the smaller personalized application of the same technology. The portable chronon harnesses that allow our soldiers and technicians to operate freely within stutters. We think of Dr. Henry Kim as the father of all this technology, and deservedly so, but for all of his brilliance, it was his dedication to uncovering the secrets of the CFR that allowed him to make his breakthroughs. Despite Dr. Kim's hard work, the CFR's functionality is still not fully understood, and we have not been able to replicate the device. Having more than one of them would obviously be greatly advantageous to us, but we found ourselves in a precarious positions where, in order to fully investigate it, we would have to take it apart. Given its immense power, such an undertaking would pose obvious risks. Perhaps even more importantly, there's no guarantee that we would be able to put it back together again. Given that it's vital to the implementation of the Lifeboat protocol, it's our policy to leave it intact. We do know, however, that the CFR can not only store an immense amount of chronon particles, it can also tap into the Meyer-Joyce field and, with great precision, manipulate it. It's this unique ability that our own chronon technology replicates, albeit at far less control and efficiency. It's also what makes the Lifeboat protocol a reality. By itself, our stutter-proofing technology is powerful and reliable, but its rate of chronon particle consumption is high. and it increases at an alarming rate as we widen the volume of space the stutter-proofing covers. This would, on the face of it, make the stutter-proofing a very temporary solution indeed, one that could perhaps buy us some subjective weeks once we enter a permanent zero state, but which would ultimately only delay the inevitable. However, the CFR changes all of that. When the permanent stutter-proofing installed on the lifeboat, indeed the very stutter-proofing that makes the lifeboat in the first place, is directed by the CFR, the system becomes vastly more efficient. Our chronon particle consumption is reduced to around 1% of what it otherwise would be. Given that chronon particles are hard to source, even at our ground zero installation, and our stockpiles are decidedly limited, this means that the CFR makes the difference between lifeboat being a temporary stopgap solution or a very long-term undertaking that, hopefully, allows us to eventually find a solution to the end of time.
Quite expensive piece of tech you stole.
Bill me. I knew Beth's cover wouldn't last long. I had to get it to her at the party before it was too late.
Part 2, Monarch Gala. Alright, I think it's time for me to go to bed. I thank you everyone for watching. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. And if you did, please follow my channel. I wish you a good night. And until next time, have a good one. Bye.